Hi everybody, sanibonani. Welcome to my channel. Igama lami nguNtando Mdletshe, and on this channel siyayifunde incwadi ebhalwe ngolimi lwethu lesiZulu bese siza la sizokhuluma ngazo le incwadi, sixoxele laba phela basuke bengenaso isikhathi sokuthi bayifunda incwadi nalabo basuke benqena nje ukufunda. Siyaphinda futhi sibuka ama reality shows ethu ala eMzansi bese siza la sokhuluma ngawo lama shows, senza ama reviews or ama recaps, siphinde futhi sikhulume nga any other issues avukayo mangabe lama shows sesiwabukile kwi-TV. Guys, kune-load shedding, so my ring lights don't work. Uma le video imnyama, I mean really, I can't not work phela because kune-load shedding. But anyway, you guys, if you join us for the first time today and you really like our content, do not forget to subscribe la ngezansi bese press notification bell ukuze phela uthole umyalezo mangabe umsebenzi omusha sesiwufakile. Kanti if ufuna ukuba imember yale channel, press the join button bese ulandela ama instructions on how to become a member of the channel. Listen you guys, I am so tired of the shenanigans zika la Choncho. I am It's like I'm tired, but at the same time I'm following the shenanigans because I really, at the end of the day, I really like Kula Choncho, and I really want to know, like, is she really like a liar, or she's somebody that really just likes playing tricks? So I really at the end of the day, I really want to know, did Petal ever exist? Is she back with the former president? What's up with the ring and whatever? But she has shenanigans, this woman, and because she knows we are interested in it, she will play it. So recently, I did watch one YouTuber who was talking about Rakongo wearing a ring yakhe, and talking about the possibility of her being back together with the former president, because apparently that is the ring that she was given. So it was her engagement ring with the former president. Okay, and I was like, suka initially I was like, suka ngikhathelo la Choncho amukho la Choncho obuyelene ne former president. Okay, and then later the same day, a friend of mine, Andy Kumbi, sends me a photo of la Choncho. And she says, Dando, look, she's wearing the ring, that they're talking about. And I'm like, and this is Lona. She probably wants a storyline for season 3, and she just thought if she wears this ring, they're probably gonna think she's back with the former president, and they will probably want to get her back for season 3. And then Masasbugo season 3, umuntu, kanti there is no relationship. But then I looked at that photo because honestly, number one, she really looks beautiful in these photos, you guys. Because I'm like, I can't do what happened to Ula Choncho. Because during the season, she really was struggling with the fashion, The style was not styling. The fashion was not fashioning. But guys, the events that she's attending recently, it means she's reading the comments, Zabantu, and she took it up the notch because, guys, Mutlen, I'm gonna put the photo here. But the first photo that I'm gonna put is because I ended up going back to Historiska Mosakaul, and the way social media is so sick. God is funda izinto lana ngomosakaul. But we also trust him. Siyayilandela information ayilo because I expose ayo at the same time, but nayo nezinto zakhe. Yeah. Social media can be so sick. So I went and I looked at it. So the first photo I'm gonna put here is the one that was posted. We post Musa Kawula allegedly, but I got it from the newspaper article that wrote about it. So when you look at this photo, you guys, on the one photo on the right, she's wearing that she's looking beautiful, by the way. She's looking beautiful. And then but what the hell? When you look at that, sorry guys, when you look at that photo, the ring looks like it's on the left veil, the right hand if you are engaged. But obviously, it was hard for me to confirm when that photo was taken. But the way abhalwe ngakhona laphayana, uMusakaula is like she was attending an event at a friend's. She was attending a friend's wedding or something, and she was wearing that. And yeah, if we take that she was attending the wedding like now, so it's a recent photo, but I couldn't confirm it. And then the one on the left, mangasi left, my left, when I'm looking at the photo, when the photo is in front of me, the one on the left, that one looks like it was an Instagram. It was a screenshot of the Instagram live. She's looking beautiful, guys, in that pink blazer and the pink thing in corsets inside. The way I'm ngayo these days, I'm like, what happened to you during the whole of season 2? Where was this stylist that is now styling you? You know, when I look at the Instagram live screenshots, because I don't know if it's the same with Instagram, because I've never done Instagram live. But one thing I know, when you take a selfie, when you take a selfie, like a camera with a front camera, pendula, like it turns things. So what's on the left ends up on the right. I remember one day I took a loan before I even got had an engagement ring. I had just the ring that I had bought for myself, and I was wearing it on the right, and I took a photo, and I got so many questions. I took a selfie with that ring, and I got so many questions, people thinking I'm engaged. And I'm like, guys, but it's on the right. They're like, no, it's on the left, but it's because the front camera turns things around somehow. I don't know why. It turns things around. In the car, you'll feel like umuntu is in the driver's seat, but not really driving, because they're using the front camera. So the one on the right, yeah, it looks like someone else took the photo, and the ring is really on the left. But I cannot confirm that this is a recent photo. It's not the photo that was taken a while back. And then the one on the left, it is a photo of her. It's a screenshot from Instagram. So on that one, there is a possibility that the camera turned things around, and it looks like she's wearing it on the left when it's actually on the right. Then the next photo, this is the next photo that they also say, so I don't know if these are the same events, you guys, but she was also at a friend's event with this one that you're gonna see now. Now with this one, you guys, someone else is clearly taking a photo, and when you look at it, it's on the right, which is what I said. I ended up saying to end it, but it's on the right. And she was also like, yeah, no, it is on the right, so maybe we are missing. So here's the thing, you guys, it might be that Ulachongo really was just, because I'm not sure. It's possible that if former president didn't take back the ring after they broke off the engagement, she still has it. And remember, she had been wearing it the whole of season 1, and then at the reunion she didn't wear it, and she missed her ring. It's a beautiful ring, you guys. Maybe she had kept it, because I really think Ulachongo wanted that relationship. She had hopes so that relationship was still going to work. So she wanted to wear it, took it and wear it on the right hand side, but people got too excited to even notice, because it's actually not on the left hand side, it's on the right hand side. And maybe the photo where the ring is on the left hand side, it really is an old photo. That is a possibility. It also is a possibility that she took the ring and wore it on the left hand side, and then she got a call to say, lady, what are you trying to do here? The engagement is over. You don't want the public to think that you are still engaged to the former president. And then she exchanged it. When she first wore it, she wore it on the left, and then she changed it and wore it on the right, because it is a hair ring. If the former president didn't take it back, it is a ring. Do I think that she's back with the former president, you guys? I don't think so. I did read an article. It's just that it was such a long article, because a lot of the times when I talk about articles on the newspapers, I like to relay the information like they did on that article rather than interpret it myself. And it was such a long article. I wanted to do a video about it, but I haven't had the time. They talk about the former president, and because of what he's going through allegedly with the with the court cases and all of that, and that is taking a lot financially. There's an indication that he might be trying to get rid of a amanye amakhosikazi, because maningi amakhosikazi akhe, like from that article ayibo kubalwa amakhosikazi are close to like 10, you know, amanye belotsholiwe, amanye bebesaqomile, abanye bebesanjani. So it's like I don't know ukuthi he was advised to or what, but he was trying to get rid of lamakhosikazi angasekugcineni, to let them go so they can live their own life, so that they don't expect ilokhuzana to be taken care of financially by him. But that's what the article said. It doesn't mean it's true, but that's what I had read from it. It gives a lot of details about Zuma's life and his wives and all of that. So it's like it article was saying ukuthi uLachong is like part of that plan yokuthi she is young, and obviously akaphila impilo ephilwa amakhosikazi amadala sihlalele emakhaya, ayazilimela, azifuyele. It doesn't cost a lot for former president ukuthi abanakekele, whereas laba abancane like bona uLachong, they wanna stay in these fancy places, drive these fancy cars, jewelry and all of that. So it was a lot of cost that they felt ukuthi former president akufanele ukuthi abe worried about them. So that was basically the reason, part of the reason for a breakup. Would move on with find a man that can take care of you, because this one was busy with a court case and all of that stuff. So do I think that they could be back together? I don't think so. You know, we obviously don't know for sure, but I don't think that they will be back together, because that reason still exists. If that's a reason, it still exists, you know. But I do feel like uLachong is not over that relationship, you guys, because just the fact that this was her first ever relationship. So, like, think about it. uLachong is almost like usa lapha where we were when we were in high school, and you got your first boyfriend and he broke your heart, and forever and ever you thought you were gonna get back with him. He was going to come back to you and tell you that he loves you, he made a mistake, he will never love anybody like he loves you, and he's going to marry you. uLachong is there when it comes to the former president. She thinks, allegedly, that the president is going to come back for her, but I don't think she's considering good. But the former president is getting old, and he probably wants to get old with his first wife, who's also getting old, you know. So I really feel like she's not over the relationship, and I think honestly we should give her a break if she just wants to take the ring and wear it, because that ring came with a lot of hopes, I guess, for her, because she really wanted to get married to that man, to that family. And obviously it could be that, you guys. But it could also be that just the fact that they're going to cast for season 3, you guys. They're going to cast for season 3, and people are going to want to look like they have storylines even when they don't. You know, people are going to want to seem like they have storylines even when they don't. We've seen Unonku with Robert Marawa. But to clarify Lunonku, because they were saying they are dating. Now at the photos, I thought I definitely Unonku is there must be something between the two of them, and I was like, but it would be great. I even went and I searched in net with the guy Robert Mara, because I was like, is he a real husband? Material, can we have him as a real husband on Real Housewives of? And I was like, yeah, apparently guys is rich, like rich. So yes, it but also we have to think about it. Sometimes they do want to seem like their lives, they're doing certain things with their lives only because there is going to be casting for season 3. So some of the stuff we're going to see online on Instagram, whatever, it's just lies, so that they convince us that they do have a story to tell. So there is that possibility as well when we look at these women. I honestly just would love for, or both of them actually, I would have loved for Lokozana, for Unonkuno, Robert Marau to be true. But apparently clarified, she posted and said, no, they have a deal, why new Robert likes the one, so they decided, but must be but we'll find out next season, because I think Unonku guaranteed she's coming back next season. But she did say no, they're not in a relationship. So saphoxeka-ke nathi ukuthi hawu yazi bese sithi yeah, there's another husband coming. But yeah, she did say that they just have Robert likes wine, and as you know, Nonku has a wine company, and she was gonna give him some wine and whatever, some story like that. So she'll go to know they are not in the relationship, but it doesn't mean that they won't be in a relationship in the future. For the both ladies, you guys, I wish that they would just find but in knight shining armor like that guy who's just gonna come and be like shh, I do wish that for Lakongo as well. I think really she needs to get over her first boyfriend. The fact that we call it the fact that Mr. President, former president, at his age, we are still calling him first boyfriend or more, like it's we live in a strange country, you guys. We do. We really like to. We really do. He is the first. Also, he's the first boyfriend of somebody that was born in 1994. Was in 1994. So yes, but I do wish for her to meet somebody, not a mystery man, not petal, like a guy, like filthy rich guy. Yeah, for something that she's gonna throw at Jojo's face and Annie's face and somebody who richer than all of them. I wish that for Nonko. I think Nonko deserves happiness. I do have worries because Robert was in a relationship with Upel for a while and it didn't work out, but but sometimes you have to look at somebody's past. Why were you not able to work this relationship out with that woman who seems like a really nice woman? So what's gonna make it work with me? But I do wish them all happiness. But as far as Intomga Petal is concerned, guys, so it's difficult to believe a lot of the things that sometimes you feel like she wants the public to believe. Sometimes I don't think that she wants the public to believe. I think that because she knows with everything that she does, because it's like all of a sudden every photo she takes, she wants us to see the ring. How we interpret it, it's up to us really. But anyway, guys, that's my video for today. This was just for fun, but I'm upset with her, honestly. The fact that she's looking so beautiful right now, but during the season, I'm a disaster. I can't get over the dress with the black frill. Anyway, please like the video before and share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers.